How you doing, everybody? Welcome to Moses Nephew channel. We are here by the Dead Sea, and take a look at this beautiful lake. It's funny, right? I'm saying like we're in the Dead Sea. Take a look at this beautiful lake. So actually, the Sea of Galilee and the Dead Sea, there are lakes. This is a salty lake down in the south, the Dead Sea, and it's freshwater lake in the north. But they're both lakes, not that like the Mediterranean Sea or the Red Sea that are seas. It's around the 68 kilometers from the north to the south, 45 miles. And between us to Jordan, it's not even 10 miles. So you can see Jordan in the other side of the sea, getting pretty deep, around the 1,000 feet, like 300 meters depth. And it's really one of the wonders of the world, guys, if you ask me. So take a look. We have an example for what you do in the Dead Sea, and that's floating. You don't swim, and you for sure don't scuba dive, but you float in the Dead Sea. That's what you do, and how fun it is. You don't have to be a superhero. You can just float over here in the Dead Sea. The density of the salt over here, more than 30%, and the minerals, more than 30 minerals also in the Dead Sea are just amazing, and that's why the lotions and the creams, the cosmetics that we produce from the water minerals that we have over here. The Dead Sea is a special place. If you ask me, it's really one of the wonders in the world. It's not considered to be one of the seven, although I'm pretty sure that it's getting pretty close there. Not too far from here, in the southeast part of the Dead Sea, like from the southeast part of the Dead Sea, there is actually one of the wonders, and that's Petra. And it's amazing to be over here, guys, in this time of the year, because the weather is just incredible. Much better to come over here in the spring or fall, and not in the summer. It's summer, if you ask me, it's too hot. Like, it's fun if you spend the night in one of the hotels down south, or even over here in the north in the glamping sites we have, because during the day it's super hot. But you cannot come to Israel without going to the Dead Sea. It is an experience that you should all have. We in Hebrew, we call it the Salt Sea. So we even keep the name Sea, but we call it the Salt Sea. In English, the Dead Sea. So for your question, if there is any life in the Dead Sea, it's not something that we, with our eyes, can see. It's like bacteria, but not really life. You don't have fish in the Dead Sea, because who can live in water that is like 33% salty? So we don't have a lot of groups nowadays in Israel. The only groups that you really can see are groups coming from Indonesia, and not a lot of others. And they get to Israel through the Egyptian border or through the Jordanian border, and they make like an Asian trip to Egypt, Israel, and Jordan. So they do get over here. But you don't really see a lot of tourists over here in Israel in this time of the year, and that's of course that's unfortunate. But that's the situation right now, guys. We miss you all, and we would love to see you again over here in Israel, and hopefully it will happen soon. There are more airlines that renew their lines to Tel Aviv, and I hope it's gonna happen soon. So miss you from here, from the Holy Land. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Moses Nephew. If you have more questions about the Dead Sea, you're more than welcome to ask. And I hope that I will answer all of your questions. And if you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you like to appreciate, it will be more than you're probably more than welcome, and it will be very appreciated by me. Can tell you that you shouldn't skip again the Dead Sea when you are here in Israel. And you can see how much I need to walk right now to get back to the level where we started, because the Dead Sea decreased a lot with the years. Part of it is also because of the factories down in the south, in order to manufacture the creams, the lotions that are very famous around the world. We need to get the minerals from the water, so you need to get the water. But it's also because we're not letting too much water to leave the Jordan River, like the Sea of Galilee, for the Jordan River, and eventually to get over here to the Dead Sea, because in the Sea of Galilee it's still fresh water. It's not fresh water as the water leaves the Sea of Galilee. So it's important for us to have as much as fresh water as we can. It's the evaporation as well. It's also hot and dry here in this area. And it's like I said, it's the factories. So there is a lot of things. And when you drive along road number 90, on the way to Masada, for example, and that's where we came from, you can see the level of the water back in the British time. So if you're coming with a guide, for sure he will show you that. Or she will show you that. My friends, miss you. See you soon.